Hello everyone and welcome to Surrey Library's Christmas Craft. I'm Wendy and this is Pebble, and today we're going to show you how to make these lovely light jars to go on your Christmas table. This is what you'll need. A clean jam jar, some glue and a brush, a container that we've got some dishwasher salt in, or coarse salt. That's quite hard to say, isn't it, children? And a brush if you want to brush anything off later. A hole puncher, some sellotape. A pair of scissors is always handy, as is a pencil. Some wrapping paper, any type will do. And if you've got them, some Christmas cards. If not, a sheet of coloured card would do. Some ribbon or string. I've got two different types of ribbon. And then from the garden, some snips off a tree. Maybe you've got a holly bush or a couple of spare bits off the Christmas tree. A little Christmas ornament, and if you've got some cones you could spray them with that snow, and we'll use one of those as well. And then to pop inside our jar at the end, a tea light and some fairy lights. If you don't have any spare lights, I'm sure you'll find something else to pop in your jar later. We're going to show you two different ways to decorate your jar. This one's all frosted, or one with a window. We're going to start with the all frosted one. So if you hold your jar by the rim, and then we're going to get all messy by putting glue all over the jar. So we're just going to spread it all around the jar. Keep hold of the top. You won't get glue all over your fingers as well. The idea is to coat all the way around the jar. I'm just going to do that little bit and show you what happens. Take your container full of the dishwasher salt and then you roll the jar in the salt. And by magic, there we go. I'm going to pop that to the side. For this craft, you want to roll it in salt all the way round. This is one I did earlier because you have to let it dry once you've done it. This is nice and dry now, so we can do the decorations. I think we're going to start by putting a ribbon around the top. I like the stripy ribbon that I've got. I'm going to tie it round just twice and make sure I've got a long lead at the end because I want to make a bow. Snip off with your scissors. So I'm going to tie a little bow here, just a little, well actually maybe just not quite tie the bow yet, just a little bit loose like that. And then I'm going to get my bit of greenery. It's attached to a bit of cone, there we go. And I'm going to slip that behind. Keep hold of it like that. There we go, at a little jaunty angle. Now we're going to add to the ribbon the little bits of Christmas decoration that you found. I found a cone and sprayed it with snow, or you could dip it in glitter, but if you've got something else you could use that. Mine's got a bit of gold string there that I'm going to put our ribbon through. Tie it with a knot to hold it onto the jar. And then I think I'm going to put a little tag here. I've got an old Christmas card that I cut the picture off of. And this one's quite good because it's got lots of different pictures that I could choose from. I quite like the poinsettia. I'm just going to cut that off to make a tag. If you don't have a Christmas card, maybe you've got some coloured card or even white card, You could design your own tag, put whatever you like on it. It's looking quite neat, and I'm going to use the hole puncher just to punch a hole in the corner there. There we go. And then I'm going to feed the ribbon through the hole. And then we're going to tie a bow. There we go. Just get it so that you like the way it looks. And then we've got to pop something in our jar. I've got some fairy lights. If you don't have fairy lights, maybe you can think of something else. I'm going to pop the lights in the back first, squish them in, and then I'm going to pop the battery on the top so that we can switch them on and off. Now you could pop some cotton wool in there just to cover it. And there you have one of the tabled light jars. And now we're going to make this jar with a heart. Using your empty jar, hold the rim so that you don't get glue all over your fingers. Oops, stuck to the container. And glue just this little bit at the top. So we're going to leave a band in the middle. So about 2 centimetres at the top, 2 centimetres at the bottom. Again, just glue just around the edge like that. And then at the bottom, just around the edge. And then we're going to roll it again in our salt and then leave it to dry. So you're going to do it all the way round so that you end up with one that looks like this. And if there are bits dropping off, you can just brush it just to get rid of all the loose bits and pieces. Just be gentle. And then we're going to decorate it. We've got to put our little piece of card with our window in. I'm actually using some wrapping paper. This one's quite a good one because it's in squares, and I've worked out that my gap is about one of those squares. So I'm going to cut along here, along the line. We'll need to work out as well how far round it needs to go. I did that almost right. Let's just double check. So you want to be able to stick it together at the back. You need to make sure it overlaps a little bit. And then to make our window, I'm going to fold it right size forward in half. Just do a little crease there. And then I'm going to draw a little heart. Give about 1 centimetre at the top and the bottom. Just a little heart. It's only half a heart because when I cut it out it becomes a whole heart. Let's see. There you go. A heart. And then I'm going to glue the edges of the paper on the back side of the don't want to glue on side of the pattern. Just pop it round. Stick one bit to the glass jar, give it a pull, make sure it's nice and tight, and then stick the other bit to the paper. Look, it doesn't move. Now we're going to decorate the top of the jar. I thought some plain red ribbon would look nice here. Make sure it's long enough to be able to tie a bow and leave some bits on the end. Just going to snip that off. Fold the ribbon in half. I'm just going to stick a bit of sellotape on the end there. I'm going to roll the sellotape so it's double-sided. Pop it in the half. So it's just on the side like that. And that just holds it in place while I tie it round. Just going to give it one tie. And then I've chosen this little gold ball as my Christmas ornament, but you might have something else. I'm going to fold my bit of ribbon so that I can thread it through the loop there. And I'm going to give it a tie into a bow. So one loop. Loop over. Just pull it through the other end. Let's hope that forms a bow. My bows always go a bit lopsided, but I'm sure you'll work it out. And then, using the bit of greenery that you got from your back garden, just going to slip it through. Ooh, a bit of sticky tape on that one. Take that off. I'm just going to slip it through. Again, a bit of a jaunty angle, perhaps that way around this time. Give your bow another little tie. And all we need now is something to be seen through the heart. I've got a tea light that I'm going to switch on and drop in the bottom. You might like to pop something else in. Ooh, it's rolling around, but there you go, our second jar. I wonder which one you're going to make. So here are the jars that we made together today. I wonder what they look like on our Christmas table, along with our snowman we made last week. Let's have a look. I hope you enjoyed our craft today. Pebble and I certainly enjoyed ourselves. If you missed anything, you can catch up on Surrey Library's YouTube channel, not only for this craft, but all sorts of other activities. And don't forget to check out the Surrey Library's Facebook page as well. But for now, it's bye from Pebble and I. Merry Christmas, everyone.